All songs provided today have been asked for permission to play live on our stream via web. Live stream. Any content cannot be used without written consent from QSJ Radio.
I think up the street, they trying to cut our block, man.
Who, man?
They trying to stop the cash, man.
Who?
Old money, man.
Man, who you talking about? Them Sherman Street?
Facts.
Man, we pulling up, man.
Niggas can't be cutting the block, man.
Man, I done told these, man.
Nah, this our block.
This is gonna give me my money, man. Yo, put your hands where I can see them. See a man right there, you wanna be him? It's enough room in the mausoleum. Give me the dead presidents before you meet them. Come on. Niggas lost too much, that's how you treat them. All black Desi boy, that's how you greet them. To the wolves, we feed them, cause we don't need them. I'm from CT, boy, this how we breed them. Give me my money. Yo, I don't take no shorts. I want all of mine, of course, so give me my money. I might ride by on your porch. Desert Eagle hovering your so give me my money. You need to pay the man what you owe. You not rocking with the amateurs, bro. So give me my money. This is how the story's gonna go. I want mine, I'm taking it, bro. So give me my money. Yo, them greenbacks, you need to off that. Come from clean off, homie, and we all strapped. When you see us coming dressed, they all black. We ain't come here to talk, forget the chitter chat. We don't play no games, not with the pity pat. Success is the aim, so let the semi clap. Life is a gamble, I guess I'm with the crap. So give me that, you see the Drake on my lap. Gets a standing ovation whenever it claps. Off a dollar in the dream, but next perhaps. I'ma keep spitting raps till my lungs collapse. Run everything, this is your final lap. Go against the grain, you gotta be insane. Love living my life in the fast lane. Being broke, I never felt that pain. I never derail, I'm on the money. Give me my money. Yo, I don't take no shorts. I want all of mine, of course, so give me my money. I might ride by on your porch. Desert Eagle hovering your so give me my money. You need to pay the man what you owe. You not rocking with the amateurs, bro. So give me my money. This is how the story's gonna go. I want mine, I'm taking it, bro. So give me my money. When it comes to this cash, I don't play. Black ski mask and I lay in the hallway. I came to get mine and I needed it yesterday. Empty out the bag, man, tomorrow's another day. I promise I ain't playing with you. I set your soul free, it ain't staying with you. Everybody in here laying with you. They paying with you, and they praying for you. Give me my money.
You know, I feel like dropping another one real quick. Big shout out to everybody listening, tuning in to QSJ.com, homie, the unsigned artist. The homie Humphrey Bogard is in the building. Finally, not really on a finally, because all it did was take one message and he got it. So, he's here with us. He's talking. We've been rocking with each other for a little bit. I think he's one of my celebrity friends. I don't think he a celebrity friend, but that's the homie right here. Yo, Bogard, what up?
Ain't nothing, man. Just chilling.
So, Give Me My Money was one of our top songs of 2022. And definitely every time you submit, it's always reaching our charts and things like that. So now let's get inside of all this. We already know you got flow. We already know you know how to make tracks and stuff like that. But when was it that this all this started for you?
Well, it's just like rapping and stuff, man, for me started like back in I want to say around like 1995.
Okay.
95. That was when, when
East West Coast. Yeah.
Snoop was doing had the Doggy Style, and Biggie was Ready to Die. That's when when I fell in love with hip hop, and smoking a little weed at the same time, and hanging around certain people and just rapping all damn day, not knowing I had something, and I just fell in love with it ever since.
Back in those days, getting caught with weed to get you like 10 years or some shit, right?
You going down. You can't even get caught in the bag.
Yeah, back in those days, that was crazy. And I believe, you know, 90s, mid 90s, that was a big peak in hip hop. I know I was just getting off of that Onyx phase,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm an East Coast guy, and I
Yeah.
was loving that. And then of course when the East and West problems was popping, I stood behind my whole East Side. What was it for you? Because you know, I don't know how young you were, but did you stay on that East, or was you just taking it all in?
I mean, I guess, I don't really want to say I chose sides or nothing like that, but I wasn't never a Pac fan. You know what I'm saying? I never was a Pac fan. I think I liked Pac music after he, passed away and stuff like that.
I
And then
think,
I really
yeah, I think the same. Not to cut you off or anything, but I want to like take time for people to understand that not everybody was a Pac fan when he was out. Like,
he didn't really make music that appealed to me. I was into that Biggie. I like Biggie had the fire to me. You know what I'm saying? But when it was like, because on the West Coast, Dr. Dre, the Dog Pound, Snoop and all them, they was killing it. To me, they was killing it. You know
they
what I'm
were.
saying? They was killing it. When Snoop dropped that Doggy Style album, that album was crazy.
I still remember, and not to get all nostalgic with you and shit, but I remember when Murder Was the Case was out.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, I don't even think I was watching MTV yet or whatever. But my brother used to like rock out with Snoop, and the early Dre and all that. Dre after the NWA, of course, and things like that. Because it was like, I remember driving, and I never knew how like hood my mom was until like Hot 97 was playing whatever they called old school, which was
Yeah.
basically like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But in our days, it was like, anyways, like, so, you know, you're involved, or getting really hyped with the whole 1995 to 2000 type of hip hop. But there was an extreme evolution there. When was your time that you felt like you had to get into the studio and things like that?
It was like, I would say, uh, late '90s. That's when I felt like, it was time for me to start, going to the studio, because it was like I could rhyme, you know what I mean? Like I wrote a couple of rhymes like around like 96, 97, from 95 to like 97, 8. I wrote a couple of rhymes, and then I would, like rap them for people. And people would actually be like, yo, this dude is wild. Or sometimes people wouldn't even rap behind me. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't rap behind me.
Oh,
Like
they didn't want to go after you. You basically.
I rhymed, no one else wanted to rhyme. I'm saying it's just like I had a natural, and I didn't realize that I had it like that. And so that's when I say, yo, I'm nice. So then I started, getting into it more, and then, paying for a little studio time, and trying to make the best of it. But, I still had a long way to go.
So at that time, though, it was also Westchester County in New York, which was over there, basically a borderline
Yeah,
of where you at. They were starting to pop off. It was like Rough Riders, Locks was in there, Mary J was starting to blow. Like,
absolutely.
and of course they were doing their, like, you know, the internal tours before they blew up, and things like that, and which they still do. They still visit some of the area. Like, what was it like that? Because, you know, it was the once you start getting inside of this, you start seeing who's popping in the local side, right? You start seeing things like that. Like,
Back in them days, like in like early 2000, me and my cousin, we had started a rap group called Con Artists. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? It was like CONN/artists. You know what I mean? And he was a beast too, man. That dude he was a monster. I would say he was the only one that I thought was better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And the name of Warbucks. We used to run around like Connecticut. We doing shows, opening up for big acts and all of that stuff. And we started building a name for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like we finally got to New York and got on their platform. And, we did Hot 97, Stretch Armstrong show, linked up with Akinelli. We was working with a guy named
Wow.
CJ. So, we started running around. We had, my cousin, on the strength of my cousin, we had quite a few deals on the table, major deals like Jive Records, Ruckus, Tommy Boy, Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Around that time, we had linked up with Lady Luck. She was just starting to come out.
Shout out to Lady Luck. Wow. Okay.
Thing back then, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you can hear my cousin on Akinelli's album, Stretch Armstrong's album, Spit, back in early 2000. You know what I'm saying? So, but the deals fell through. My cousin got discouraged. He went into the movie. He's acting now. He's doing all of the acting stuff now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But kept it going. I just try to keep that music alive.
So big shout out to everybody listening. If you just tuned in, I'm on the air right now with the homie Humphrey Bogard, Stanford CT Zone. We've been rocking out with each other for a long time. This is a long time coming type of vibe right now. We were just talking about how when all this started happening and the inside thing. So you have basically been part of the other side of what people are calling the industry for a long time, because the deals have always been there. There's people that have been trying to get deals for a long time. When was it that you knew that you was at the right place, right time? Because some people are probably already there, but they not taking advantage of it. But this is an early time. This is when everybody was really about their business, and it wasn't an individual act. It was all hands in, all in.
Well, I knew we had something when we started opening up for big people. Like back in them days, you know what I'm saying? There was no social media. There was none of that. So to be opening up for people like Fat Joe, Slick Rick, Sporty Thieves, Jagged Edge, Lesson, Master Ace. We opened up for a lot of different people. Little Mo, Dipset. And it was like, how are we even getting these shows? People just knew that we could rhyme and people respected us and they believed in us at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I was like, yo, we could make it. But it was just that we was young, like early 20s. We didn't know nothing about the business. We didn't know nothing about copyrights. We didn't know nothing about anything that had to do with the business side. We just knew how to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just knew how to rap.
So you just having fun with it, but
Yeah.
then when shit was getting serious, you probably like, what are you talking about? Like,
We wasn't around. We just had all the older people trying to take advantage of the talent.
damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because we worked our way from Connecticut to Manhattan doing this thing. You know what I'm saying?
And people don't understand the difference, of that right there. So I'm gonna take you a little bit on a tour. Stanford and Manhattan is almost like with no traffic, like 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
But the demographic goes from 80,000 people to millions of people. You gotta understand the difference of that. Also, Stanford is a college town. People do go over there. You do got venues that people go over there, big names and everything like that. So it's known. And then you go down to Manhattan. Notice that he didn't say the city. He didn't say, Queens, Brooklyn. He went Manhattan because Manhattan is like, there's 4 blocks there that you have to really be known in. There's only 4 blocks. Everybody thinks you got to Harlem this, that, blah, blah. No, there's only 4 blocks right there. And that's where TV is, fashion is, and so on and so forth. And to be able to open up and be part of that kind of environment, especially in those time of days, that's grind. That's heavy. That's stuff that people need to understand. That that's a privilege, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
And I would say like back then it wasn't even a grind. We wasn't even grinding. We just was talented. And people knew it. And people say, yo, let me introduce you here. Let me take you here. Let me show you this person. Go to this studio. I'm going to introduce you to this guy, because you had a lot of, like I said, a lot of older cats that just wanted to put their hand in the pot, and they seen the talent and they just was trying to get us out there so they could feast off of it. You know what I'm saying?
So, Humphrey, the thing is like right then that 2000s, early 2000s, I'm gone. I'm out of the scene. I'm basically like in the Navy, and all I got is like my brother trying to rap with like everybody, and but the industry was changing to digital. It was going to a mixtape type of thing. Like we knew, you had to go to the local record store, right? The CD spot, to get all the new DJ Clues and the Jay-Z albums and all that, blah blah. And you had to get in the fit in. Now, how did that help, or how did that affect the way you was grinding?
Well, back then, we didn't really know too many of the popular DJs out of New York. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we started doing our own mixtapes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, it was like we just wasn't breaking that, crossing that line where we could have got on, because we didn't really know much. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really know much. So it was like, we made it, we here, we right at the doorstep of the industry, but we so young-minded and ignorant that we don't even know how to walk through the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow. That had to be tough, man. That had to be tough, because
it's discouraging.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very discouraging. Like I said, my cousin he gave up on music for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do music for about 4 or 5 years. I just said, man, screw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was discouraging. So, like, honestly, I honestly came back hard in 2017. That's when I said, you know what? I still got some fight left in me. I'm gonna go in. You know what I mean?
So what was that gap that you stopped, and then you went off? Because because in that gap that we speaking, and I'm just going back in time real quick, because I know Lil Wayne was on some mixtape shit, and then there was a lot of there was a lot of like mixed races coming in there. I think Eminem was starting to do his thing, and be he was called the GOAT 4 years after he dropped something, and then 50, and then it was getting crazy in there. It was like hip hop was becoming so commercialized that it wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah. I think my gap, that I took the time. I think the reason why I fell into that gap in that big space is because, I just got tired of just like depending on other people to help me get to the next level, depending on people to make beats, or asking people could they do a video for me, or whatever the case may be. I just started getting to the point where I was like, man, I can do this shit myself. Excuse my language. But, I can do this myself. You know what I'm saying? So then, I started just buying equipment, like studio equipment, keyboards, MPCs, and I just taught myself how to produce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Self-sufficient.
and taught myself how to shoot videos.
Self-sufficient. I mean, 3 6 Mafia did it, and then they won an Oscar, but nobody talks about that. You know what I mean? Even though I'm not a 3 6 Mafia fan, the South did take over for a little bit. That
Absolutely.
They had their chance. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Home to the unsigned artists. Got the homie Humphrey Bogard in here. We just talking about a little history, how this all started. We are up to the part where he feels like he got something left in him. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a break, introduce one of his songs. And you guys probably heard these songs because guess what? Humphrey has been in our charts for almost, like 2-3 years in a row. I don't know. You know, it's a long time coming. This one right here is called King, featuring Timothy Bloom and Chris Hart on QSJRadio.com.
This one might be different. I may have said, come down, my selector. The more you live, the more you learn. Now that the table turned, the most I rules and reigns. The most I rules and reigns.
Yo, it's the king from the Constitution states. Hey, let me have my plate. Hey, you already ate, yo. Let me have my day, bro. Fill it up with pesos. Know them dead prezzies on board. I'm here to take those. Everybody lay low. Don't move till I say so. Step out of line, guaranteed you'll meet the Draco. No need to act tough when you know you solved this cake, though. I'm straight a whip up. Uh-oh. Get Draco. Let's keep it real for a minute. You all fake, though. I dress you up real nice. Put on his halo. I watch them all break fast, Lego my ego. See your soul to a place your body can't go. Yeah, I'm getting real money, you getting Play-Doh. I put the pieces together, I'm on my Lego. Yeah, yo, I'm the boss, so what I say go. I'm about to break, yo, get the yayo.
King, they can bow down to their knees. You're talking about a king. They praise us to love us like we're in these streets. Oh, king. Don't have to see it to believe it. The prophet spoke about it. The rising of a king. The rising of a king.
Yo, when the king gets to stepping, I don't need your direction. All I need is succession to receive a new blessing. Do it all with perfection. Now let me learn you. Level up every day. The boy move for progression. So I don't need your aggression. All I need is this lesson. Brand new out the box. I can't wait to start testing. So watch what come out your mouth and the way you address it. Cause Lord knows I don't got the time to confession. Man, I think when I move, then I slide like a chest. Got a problem with me? Get it off of your chest. Only focus on I don't care what the rest is. Eat all of the beef, still trying to digest it. The rate I'm going, can't nobody stop me. You just a gesture. I'm bringing you the hard copy. Yeah, I know I'm cocky. These Joes do it all sloppy. 6'1", a little stocky, make your own rocky. I'm king.
They can bow down to their knees. We're talking about a king. They praise us to love us like we're in these streets. Oh, king. Don't have to see it to believe it. The prophet spoke about it. The rising of a king. Yeah, the rising of a king.
I'm a rebel, oh king. Run away the devil and his springs. Watch me just run up in your heavens, and I'm not a preacher, but I'm here to teach you.
That's the homie right there, Humphrey Bogard, Timothy Bloom, Chris Hart, King. You know that was not normally what you usually sent us. It was I feel like it was something that you was trying, you was vibing to. I don't know what happened, but that shit was fire. That's what that's basically it. And I think it was basically grown up. I don't know if that was the vibe that you was feeling when you when you heard the concept of what was going on there.
When I did that record, it was because of the Give Me My Money record. Timothy Bloom produced that record. You know what I'm saying? And he's a 2-time Grammy winner. He did All Because of You for Neil.
Yeah, yeah.
The joint for Neil and Jay-Z. They got a joint that they did together. Timothy produced. He got a lot of people that he worked with, but I seen an opportunity to work with a producer of his stature, and I just was like, yo, whatever, just send me anything, man. Just send it to me. And he sent me that beat, was like, yo, I was in the Caribbean when I made this.
Oh,
but
perfect.
This is what I was feeling. And then when I heard it, it just sounded like the king was coming. Like when I just heard the instrumental, it just sounded like royalty, and it just sounded like the king was on his way, and you gotta bow down to him. And that's just what I made.
Wow. How is that really though? You in the stew, you listening to beats or producing yourself, like is it days, is it hours? Like what has to happen in order for you to successfully create?
I gotta be driving.
Okay. Is that like
when I'm in a car or doing anything by myself? Like I used to work for a trucking company.
Okay.
So every would be in this truck, driving this truck, and I'll be playing my beats, the instrumentals that people send me. And while I'm driving, it's just me. I'm quiet. So it's like a quiet space. No one's there but me. Just me, that truck, and the music. And my thoughts just start running, and thoughts just come to me, and I'm like, wow. And sometimes I'll just take my phone and I'll just record into my phone. And then when I get home, I'll start to put piece everything together, because I got a pre-production set up at home.
Yeah. So you do it to make sure you don't forget it. And that's one.
What I want to do, blah blah blah, record it, and then go home and bring it to life.
So when you said earlier about the king coming home, and that's how I felt. So R&B pop artist Venus is in here, and she was like, because he is, because you are king, and things like that. Now, when you seeing this thing, right, you've been doing music for a little bit, and you hit people in the hearts. What's some of the stories that you hear from some fans and things like that? Like, what have you done for them?
Well, I don't know, man, because, I don't even really I don't even know if I even have fans out there. I just treat everybody equal. I don't even know. To the level, I don't even know if they fans or not. I guess. I mean, people tell me that they like my music, they enjoy my music, this and that. And the next thing you know, I don't have a new fan, and I have a new friend or a new associate or something.
Oh, yeah. So they're closer than just a fan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just don't, I look at everybody as an equal, man.
So I'm gonna tell you from my perspective of not only somebody. See, you gotta understand when people like me in our positions, when we rocking with you, we not calling you, asking you about your kids and stuff like that. We like fans. So, every time it's like, oh, he dropping something and he's sending it. This is a pleasure. So I'm gonna tell you that when it comes to like certain genres that we play here, especially hip hop, the bar is set through Humphrey Bogard, because people need to understand that not only is it the quality and the urge to make a track, it's the grind. The grind is something that is a little bit more special than somebody crossing their fingers trying to make a hit. Yeah. Because not everybody gets a chance to do a song with Timothy. Not everybody does that. I mean, we could name maybe 80 people, but I don't got 80 names for you. Like, it's gonna be 5. So that grind is extremely inspirational, especially with the demographic that we hold down here, the unheard, the unknown, and to have a Humphrey Bogard in arm's reach is incredible for us. So that's how we feel about this relationship that we have. So,
but I'm everybody else, man. I'm a father, I'm a brother, I'm an uncle. I ain't a grandfather yet.
Yo,
but you know,
I'm trying to get there. All that. You feel me though? Like I'm trying to get there. So
just do this and then just try to enjoy it. It's like I feel like I'm a chef. I cook something up and then I feed it to the people and I just want to see how they enjoy the way it tastes.
Okay. All up in their mouth. Yo, big shout out to everybody listening to pause. Yes. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsung artists. We on the air right now with Humphrey Bogard. If just to let you know that he's been playing. I know that you do a lot of live shows, and you've been at different stages. And it is not something that is it's not taken lightly. And I'm gonna say this because there are some shows that you've done that literally your name is plastered all over the walls. Basically your concert, your moment to shine, and things like that. It's very, very different when we get artists that are like at the local pub. Now I'm not knocking their grind, but that's a different kind of setup. That's a different kind of situation and a blessing. What is it like for you to know that you have this kind of like a situation where you can play live in front of hundreds versus like the 6 or 8?
Well, it's like, I mean, I don't take it for granted or nothing like that, but it's a good feeling to just actually get up there and perform for people and they just accept me. You know what I mean? It's not always easy. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what you're going to get when you get on that stage. People may like you, people may not. And just to have the opportunity to actually still get out here and do what I love to do, it's just a blessing, man. It's just a blessing.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Is anybody else wondering where we could get a Humphrey Bogard sweater? Because I'm looking at this shit. And, and I'm sitting here like, where the merch store? Let me know. Don't send me shit for free. I'm sitting here like, like, is anybody else, right? To let me know. I will give one away. That means I'll get two. But yeah, you got a merch store? Let me know. Like,
I'm working on one.
Okay.
I just bought I just bought the hoodie because I wanted to have a hoodie with my name on it, man.
That shit look fresh though. I will rock the shit out of that, bro.
Man, I appreciate it.
Yo,
man.
That's a self-design. I could tell right there. I could tell.
Yeah. Yep.
But anyways, if you guys didn't know, man, me and him, we've been on a little drinky drink, and he got a song out there called Moet, and so we gonna go and take a little break on that real quick, and then yeah, that's what we gonna do, and we're gonna come back to you guys here in a few minutes. This is Humphrey Bogard with Moet on QSJRadio.com.
Money over everything. 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 Let me show you how I do. Let me lacing up my boots. Let's go. Yeah, I'm focused on here getting this loot. You feel me? If you focus to salute, man, salute. Ain't no time for being broke, no. I need 10 bands a show. My bank account got to grow.
You feeling me? Then we a go. You with me? Come on, let's go. Money over everything. Money over everything. Money over everything. Money over everything.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Go ahead and let us know how you feel. Let us know. Let's go.
Money over everything. To the game, I bring that new flavor. I bring it. I'm getting cream, vanilla wafers. Hit the Gucci store and get tailored. Your boy Gucci. See shine and get taper. Now wipe me down. Yeah, you know your boy clean up nice. I'm so fresh. I'm so cold. Look at the ice. I make it snow out here. Buy what I want, never mind the price. And I ain't worried about nothing, nigga. My net worth is good, I do it right, yo. Get your money up. Money over everything. 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 Money over everything.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Money over everything. MOET, aka Moet. So you was just vibing on that.
Yeah, that was another song I made up in the truck.
Yeah.
Yo, you get in that car and go be by yourself, and your thoughts just start flowing, bro.
Yo, you got the truck mixtape out right now on the left lane. That's what.
Yo, all the junk in the truck.
Bro. You know, I can understand taking long rides and things like that, but you know, what are some of the things that you really be thinking about? Like, because sometimes it's not all music, right? Like you grown now, like you're not 20 something, you're not trying to wild out. You might be on the low, but I don't know, you know, like, but
come on, nah, but like. For the most part, man, you know, I got a business and stuff like that. I got a construction company, so I do my thing with that. So I'm always working and making money, and it's like, you know, I'm passionate about the music though. So for the most part, that's like one of the main things that's on my mind, like at least 75% of the time. You know, I just promised myself that I'll, you know, reach the masses before I leave this earth, man. You know,
yeah,
people. I'm gonna leave a legacy. I want to leave a legacy behind. You know, even if I don't make it to the big A-lister, at least they're gonna know that, you know, I was here and I gave it my best.
So I know you was talking about how you know, the releasing of a new single. You got stuff on stash right now. You haven't really released things in a while, but things are moving. Like things are pushing. You still doing shows. You still doing you know, events. You know, you're basically like, you know, still out there. Is this like a I don't know what kind of the thing, because it's not like you're really taking a break. It's just like you haven't released stuff. It's,
you know, right now, you know, I feel like it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? It's levels to it. So, you know, when I like back in 2018, when I said, yeah, all right, you know, I'm gonna come back out, I'm gonna do something else. My whole goal was to get new music released. And then after I released the new song, you know, it was like, all right, I released the song. So, all right, what's next? Then I start talking and start learning more. And it's like, oh, you got to have X amount of records to, you know, you got to have X amount of, like, you know, major releases in order to be considered for Grammys. So I'm like, all right, I released the record. Now I need major releases. All right, so how do I get a major release? Oh, you got to go through Empire. You got to go through Sony Orchard. You got to go through those, you know, those circuits. So I said, all right, I need to get on Sony Orchard or something like that. And
Yeah.
I worked at it and I got there. So now I'm there. So I'm like, all right, I'm on that level. All right, so how many releases? All right, you need about 4 or 5. So then I go do 4 or 5 releases, only to find out that was some BS. You need about 10.
Wow.
To be considered for a Grammy, and it has to be within a certain amount of time frame. So, it's like you got to have all your music on allmusic.com. Allmusic.com.
Yeah.
So when you submit for the Grammys, you got to have all your music on All Music. You know what I'm saying? So I learned that. So now it's like, all right, I accomplished everything that I wanted to do. Now it's like, all right, I got a chart. Now, when I drop the next record, whatever records I choose to drop, I have to chart. I got to touch the billboards. I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal now. That's the level that I'm aiming for right now.
Wow.
Is to at least chart. You know what I mean?
Okay. So the thing is, I don't think that I've talked to people that are like focused on that. I feel like sometimes they're focused on other shit, like the popularity contest, or maybe like this, that, whatever. Like when you talk about your accomplishments and then you're like, well, let's go for the next goal. The next goal is to chart. What does that mean to somebody who doesn't understand? I mean, I know it's deliberate. I know it means to make a history name for yourself, basically, because all this other shit is good, but it still feels local. If I get to the charts, then I'm known forever.
Yeah.
That's
where I'm at. It's like, your worth goes up. You know what I'm saying? That whatever you're worth, it goes up. I mean, I've done music forever, just for fun and for the love, and I still do it for the fun and for the love. But I'm like, I can make money off of this because I feel like I'm that good. You know what I'm saying? I'm that confident in myself that I can do something that I can make some money off of. You know what I mean? Like, my goal was to be honest with you, my first goal was to make $1 royalty. That was my first goal, was to make $1. All I wanted was $1 royalty. And that would let me know that I'm headed in the right direction.
$1.
$1. If I made $1 off of music, then I knew I was going in the right direction.
Wow. And I could feel that, because I could feel that, like, because if you're doing it the right way,
you're going to make some money.
Then you're going to make money.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So I would have made, if I will make $1 off of everything that I've done, no matter how much money I put in, $300 studio time, $500 mixing sessions, all I wanted in return was $1. And that was the record that I did. It was called 9 to 5. And now I gotta file my taxes with TikTok with that record.
Shout out to that, man, because nobody understands that's love. You gotta file your taxes.
I don't know how much I'm gonna get, but I know that it's time to turn up and go to the next level for me. So the records that I do from this point forth, they gotta be able to chart. They gotta chart. I don't care if it's a commercial record. I ain't no seller. I ain't selling myself out. I'm gonna do what I love.
Yeah.
But I gotta appeal to somebody.
That homie Sleep is in here. He's like, yo, 9 to 5, that's my joint right there. Yeah.
Sleep the one who said, yo, Drake, I spoke to Sleep the other day. He like, yo, listen, what's wrong with you, man? You ain't been tapping in, man. He spazzed on me, man. He said,
wait,
you need USJ.
Oh, he said it like that too.
Not on my case, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's bro. I don't even like, because you don't bro a lot of people. Like, that's bro right there.
And on some real, I just want to give Sleep his flowers because, me and Sleep we never physically met, but on my journey, he has helped me more than a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that's been around me. He's been sharing my music. He got my music to you. He's the only reason why I'm on this show right now.
Yo.
You understand? So I just want to give Sleep his props and for doing what he's done to help me get to that level. So
Yeah.
Sleep is really one of the people that got me to the next level that I was going to. So I appreciate him for that.
Yo, I appreciate Sleep, period. And since we like throwing flowers and shit, like Sleep was on the show earlier this month, right? And we was laughing. You know how he be, like the giggles of forever, but they mean so much because he gets angry at shit, but you can't tell. Like he's smiling so hard and sees the positive and so much that you can't tell, but he mad and when he was on your case, I mean, shout out to him for mentioning you, because I could hear him laughing, but he yelling at you like he laughing.
Basically, get it together, yo.
Yeah.
Get it together. He did. He said it in a nice way.
Yeah, the nicest, the most southern shit you ever gonna hear, but I swear. Yeah, shout out to the homie Sleep, man. If you guys don't know, we're talking about CEO of No Sleep Music Group. Yeah, man, because of that, I follow you. I see the grind. I see it heavy because Sleep chooses wisely. He might not know the personality, but he sees what's going on. And I follow you. I respect it. And showcasing your work here against all the thousands of entries that we get during the year, all to get broken down. I mean, you gotta give yourself some too, because you out here. You might feel like you might need to work harder, but on the real, a lot of these people right now, especially this day and age, are just crossing their fingers. It's not really a lot of work. And by the way,
but I think it's a lot of, you gotta be surrounded by the right people, man.
I mean, that's 100, because at the end of the day, if you really not, then that all falls apart. You could go viral real quick and don't take any advantage of it. But if you have some good people, you got motherfuckers. I hate to say it, but they thought 6ix9ine was gonna be gone by now. But he got people around him. And I'm not talking about security. We talking about people who know social media, who know what the hell's going on, who know this, who know that. And I don't want to, give him big props. I really was on that vibe with him because I was like, damn, we need a Spanish rapper that's doing something. But then when all that dumb shit happened, I was like, well, there they go. There we go. This nigga gave away the fucking tacos. But the thing is, you got to be around the moral of the story is, if nobody else is lifting you up, there's nothing else going on. No one could do this shit by themselves.
And I would say, like, that's what a lot of this little hold up has been for me, because it's like, I know what I could do. I know what I need to do. I know the type of people I need around me to help make that happen. So it's like, I've been putting together, my team. I work with Kid Capri's sister, Jackie Love.
Okay.
Kate Diva, you know what I'm saying? I got a few people that I work with, and we just been, we trying to figure it out right now. You know what I'm saying? So we in cahoots with some people. So we're going to try to go to the next level. But we just, we just moving slow for right now.
Humphrey, I'm gonna tell you something real quick, right? I'm gonna tell you something, because this is kind of like I'm listening to the names, I'm listening to all the work. But I'm gonna tell you something that I'll be telling myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Take advantage of your resources. All right.
Absolutely.
You know that they friends. You know that they friends for life. You know, the worst thing that you could do is not ask. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. We've been trying to promote this one album from this one artist, and this artist asked me to not specifically me, but he said, "Yo, I want somebody," right? And I know exactly who to call, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I called them, and they were like, "Yo, primo, what's up? We got." I didn't know I had it like that. And there might be the situation with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That you might not know that you got it like that. These motherfuckers was calling me family. I'm Puerto Rican, he Dominican. How the fuck we calling each other family? You already know that that's a blessing. So that, so, you know, that's just some advice for me is like, just take advantage of your resources, which I know that you can.
Yeah.
But you sometimes it's like, I'd rather be a friend with that person than try to look like I'm trying to eat off of that. You know, like I get it. So, but this brings us up to this single that you've been rocking out with Top.
Yeah.
What? You can't say Top these days. Like these motherfuckers be saying Cap and you don't know what it means, but Top, some people think that that's something, you know, explicit. Like So what's going on with this shit right here? What's going on with Top?
Well, you know, basically, I just wanted to do like that song right there was kind of inspired by that Nardo Wick record.
Oh, okay.
Nardo Wick did a record called Who Wants Smoke With Us with G Herbo and 21 Savage and Lil Durk. And when I heard the record, I seen the kids reacting to this record at a party, and I was like, wow. Like I couldn't believe how they was going crazy when this song came on. So I said I kind of wanted a record like that, but I wanted to do it in my own way. So instead of Who Wants Smoke With Us, I said, what type of pack are you smoking on?
Type of pack.
What type of pack are you smoking on?
If you hear a rapper come up with a song called Top, that shit belong on the website. But this is Type of Pack, Humphrey Bogard, new single out that he's pushing right now, streaming all over the place. If you guys want to, go ahead. I'm going to drop the link to it right now in the chat. But yeah, let's show some love to him because he done fucked up now. He gonna get in that hot seat.
Okay, you run the streets with that heat. What you smoking on? But you don't want that smoke now with me. What type of pack are you smoking on? 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 Big Draco popping off. White girl, rock it off. Getting money, knock it off. Your wife, she topping off. Talk to 12, stop it, dog. It ain't my fault, she like it raw. You want drama at your doorstep? All I do is make a call. Hitting all of y'all. 911, emergency call. Fill the clip, empty it all. Fuck what you see, it's all. You do not want me involved, I'll kill you, dog. Okay, you run the streets with that heat. What you smoking on? But you don't want that smoke now with me. What type of pack are you smoking on? 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 Big drip, neck on some shit. I love the streets, it made me rich. I love my haters, but make them sick. And all the hoes on my dick. I stay on my game, but stay low, cause I'm up now. Run through all this cash, watch it blow, let me show how. I'm living this fast life, it's too late to slow down. Real goons on my team, best believe that they gon' ride out. Turn this bitch inside out, power put your lights out. Keep running your mouth when you know that you gon' hide out. Push that lean with it, you push that rock with it. All you gotta do is hit the block with it. I see y'all haters keep watching it, but ain't no way y'all stopping it. Time is money on the clock with it. Never mind that bag, I need a pot with it. I'ma do my thing until the day I'm gone. What you smoking on, huh?
smoking on?
But you don't want that smoke, not with me. What type of pack are you smoking on?
What type of
pack are you smoking on? What type of pack are you smoking on? What type of pack are you smoking on? What type of pack are you smoking on?
TLP type of pack. Humphrey Bogard in the building. You know, it's crazy. When you really think about it, it's not the same. Like, remember like listening to Cypress Hill. Like, you knew that if you was listening to Cypress Hill, you was on some hippie shit, right? And then it went on to, like, you know, you will only hear about smoking weed in albums. You wouldn't hear them so direct. And then now that whatever it is, if it's legalized, I don't even know if that's a real thing or something like that. People are actually investing their time in a pack, like creating this brand of weed. And I heard some of them in that track. I heard some of them shits. Like,
you want to know something that's wild? When you listen to this record, a lot of people, they get it confused with smoking weed, and you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
not even about smoking weed. Do you know how people talking about, like, you know, they done shot somebody, they killed somebody, or they smoking on somebody's pack and all of that, this and that? That's why in the chorus, when you hear me, I said, okay, you run the streets with that heat. What you smoking on? Like, what type of gun you got? What you smoking on?
Oh, wow.
I said, okay, you run the streets with that heat, but you don't want that smoke, not with me. What type of pack? Like, in other words, you must be smoking on something now.
Wow.
Smoking on. You know what I mean?
Wow. Fucking me up too. Why you did that on my show?
So it's not really about me. It's about...
I'm over here thinking about fucking, like, Bob Saget and whatever.
A lot of people get confused with that, but I just let them go and rock with it.
What the fuck you smoking on? The fuck you talking about? That shit flew over all these motherfuckers' heads. Like I try to grow hair so that shit don't happen.
Smoking on. Like, you say you killed somebody, but what type of pack you smoking on?
Okay.
Like, I look at a lot of these people out here, these rappers, they always running around talking about they do this, they do that. You know, they got this, they got that. And what type of pack you smoking?
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I'm gonna need an instructional video for that, but yeah, I get it. Yeah. Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Humphrey Bogard in the building. TOP is out right now. Go ahead and stream that. You know, and let him know what type of pack he's smoking on. Cause I was wrong.
But it's all good, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna fuck up your day, because that's what we do here at QSJ. After having a nice civilized conversation, we are going to decide what kind of questions we're gonna ask you to basically fuck up your experience here. So the only way that anybody can be saved is if the chat decides if they can save you. And some of them already know that this time is coming. So what they going to do is they going to try to ask you questions right the fuck now. And I'm going to tell them you got to fucking wait till the intro shows up. So you still on the thing. Anyways, let me stop. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get you some questions that are not mainly on music. Basically, this is stuff that you probably think about on the daily. So let's see this real quick. And big shout out to everybody already asking him questions, because they already know that they don't want to fuck your day up. So shout out to them.
We have now started our fast round, where our guests are asked a few questions about themselves that they wouldn't expect us to ask.
Don't worry, it's not like that.
Hope you didn't think we were that underground.
So the last few artists that came on here, they kind of got dumbfounded. So if you answer 20 of these questions, what we're going to do is we're actually going to give you a resource that we got that maybe might help you on the long run. Landing interviews and landing an audience off of your own radar. So we'll do that for you if you answer 20 of these questions. The first question is coming out of, I know that's a lot of pressure, my bad. The first question coming out of Chicago right now is if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
If I had 3 wishes, it'd be want to be a Grammy, want to be at least $1 million off the music.
Okay. $1 million, there you go.
And the other one to be free studio time for life.
Free. Fucking ridiculous. Big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. My question is coming in right now, and this is the part where nothing, it doesn't matter. One question answered. Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
Is cereal soup?
Yep.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Is cereal soup? That don't even make no sense, man.
I'm here to fuck up your day. Humphrey, you my dude, but you gotta answer the question.
What you talking about? Alphabet soup?
Like, it's
cereal soup.
It's cereal soup, and if it's not, it's okay if it's wrong. If it's your opinion, it's cereal soup. Why or why not?
Why?
Why did I ask you this question? No, like
why? Why cereal soup?
okay, that's okay. I will take that as number 2. Okay, what secret conspiracy would you like to start?
A secret conspiracy that I would like to start. Oh man.
Chat, y'all need to save him. This is the purpose. The purpose is to show love. Let's go.
Conspiracy that I would like to start. My own strip club.
What? Living or dead, an artist that you would have loved or can work with.
Living or dead, an artist that I would have loved to work with. Busta Rhymes.
Ooh.
Living.
You know he's still alive.
Yeah, living.
And you know he still do features.
Yeah, he told me 60,000. Yo, tell Spliff I said what up. He told me 60,000 for a feature, man. I stopped hitting him, yo.
Don't stop hitting.
Nah, man.
That
maybe one day they gonna ask me for a feature, man.
Oh my gosh. Yo. Oh, fuck.
You know, Spliff is cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, popped it up on a few occasions. You know, Spliff never tried to tap me out like that, but you know, I just didn't understand the game at the time.
Yeah. Make sure you hit him up and say hi.
Yeah,
make sure you that's child support for 6 years, guys. That's not even a game. That's serious. I'm not doing it. So right now, anyway. Big shout out to everybody listening. Okay, so let me get back to this shit. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? Why not? It is. In a way. Because it got bread and there's meat between in the middle of some bread.
In the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle of a hinged bread.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sandwich.
What is something that everyone looks stupid doing?
Someone that everyone looks stupid doing. Working out.
Really?
Yeah, everybody's always making crazy faces when they be lifting weights.
Oh
Making
yeah. That's why I don't videotape myself. That's
You're like, damn,
that's
dude.
why I can't. I'm not playing. Everybody always wants gym videos from your boy. Nah, son. My shit look half constipated, half something else. I don't know. Like, I'm not doing it. But I feel that. Okay. Yeah, we on that number 6 right here. He trying to get that. He trying to get them resources.
Yeah, I need them resources.
What is the funniest joke that you know by heart?
The funniest joke that I know by heart. Oh wow. Why did God give women legs?
What?
So they wouldn't leave a slime trail everywhere they go.
The fuck?
You said funny, you ain't say
Yeah.
the corn.
Yeah. I know. I did. He said joke. I said yo. If an animal could talk, which one would be the rudest?
Which one would be the rudest? Animal could talk, which one would be the rudest? A seagull.
Seagull.
Yeah. They disrespectful, man. They take your food and everything.
Yo, for real. For real. For real. They don't give a fuck. They don't
They
give
come
a
get shit out your hand.
So we got you know why I started doing a user from Twitch. She's also an R&B singer from Chicago. She's asking because they out here trying to save you now. What would be your dream place to perform? I wish they would ask questions that had nothing to do with music. But anyways.
Yeah, man. I got 2 dream places to perform. That's Summer Jam and Rolling Loud.
Ooh. Just keep it in New York. Fuck it.
Yeah, Summer Jam and Rolling Loud, man.
I think we got a connection to that. In our own circles too. I think we got a connection to that. We might have to make some phone calls.
Yo, let's do it.
Listen, man, they don't think I could do this shit, so let's keep I'ma just tell y'all right now. Listen, I didn't tell Humphrey, but I'm sure that he watched the show enough to know that I'm a rant in the next 5 seconds and tell y'all that I don't give a fuck what y'all do. Some of y'all are hypocrites. Some of y'all are against your own people. Some of y'all are living life really, really weird. And so when I tell y'all that I don't give a fuck if you got access, you could take a train to where you gotta go. But your grind don't fuck with my miles that I take to get the access you already have. So you got to understand. So if I am known, if I am family to a lot of people that you call your neighbors, then you might have to sit down and give me a little bit of respect. Okay? Now, I ain't asking to put respect on my name. I'm asking you to understand that my grind is a little bit crazier than some of y'all wannabe radio people, wannabe podcast people, wannabe whatever. You know what I'm saying? We out here. I'm about to, if he answers 10 more questions, I expect in the next 10 months that he take advantage of what we giving to him. And he gonna be like, yo, QS, you need anything? I don't need shit. Don't send me shit. Don't send me child support money. Don't send me nothing. Just go out, do your grind, chase your dreams, and, you know, realize that your idols are a bunch of dickheads. That's exactly what I need y'all to do. But other than that, let's get back to these questions. How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Pineapple on pizza? Well, you know, that's a good Friday night right there. You know, eat a couple of slices and get a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
This is why wifey don't watch the show. I swear to God. This is why she just be like, yo, do your thing. I love you.
Pineapples on it, just for you.
Oh my God. Big shout out to everybody. Listen, that was from Cat Mama Jazz out of New Mexico. She hit you up right there. So Bossy V out of Brooklyn wants to know, mentally, how are you taking everything as an artist?
How am I taking everything as an artist? I just, I take it as it comes, man. I just stay humble. I just stay humble, man, and just keep doing what I do. And it don't make a difference to me because, what I don't have today, if I don't have it tomorrow, would make a difference to me. So, I just take it and stay humble and just try to grow every day.
Iniwasha Duina out of Chicago wants to know, what is your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Favorite ice cream? Well,
don't tell me you lactose fucking intolerant and all that dumb shit.
Every now and again, but I like the cookies and cream, man. Whenever I just be like, fuck it, because I can't handle it. But I like cookies and cream. Whenever I'm like, fuck it.
Yo, they trying to save you, man, but I'm gonna get to these questions so fast. They're gonna piss me off, man. Listen, in one sentence, how would you sum up the internet?
In one sentence, how would I sum up the internet? The internet strikes again.
Ooh, they do though. They do though. They do. That shit never fails. Bossy V want to be your besties because y'all like cookies and cream. I guess. Shout out to Bossy V though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know who that is, but yeah, R&B artist out of Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, she doing her thing right now, man. This is gonna be a little bit of extra. Yo, Coco, you good? Now, what is the most embarrassing thing you ever worn?
What was the most embarrassing thing I ever worn? Was a Sherlin with the fucking leather patches on the elbows, man. My 5 years after they was out of style. I didn't know better.
You said finally? You said
5 years later.
You said finally I got one.
Hey, what? Yo, I wore it to school. It was the most embarrassingest thing I ever wore.
Yo.
One of my classmates put my joint on, was like, yo, look at that. So, those was back in the days, in the younger days.
Oh my God. Somebody said corduroys for me. Them corduroys. Them just kept me warm and static electricity. That shit.
I had the hat with the air flaps to match.
Oh.
Back in the days, man.
Shout out to back in the days when you had like tight ass burgundy fucking sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Show your crush, and she saw that you was crushing. Like that was the embarrassing shit for me. Oh my God. All right, what would be the absolute worst name that you could give your kid?
The absolute worst name I could give my kid will be Louise.
Louise?
Yeah.
What's wrong with Louise?
It's just old school, man.
I mean,
we got LaQuisha's, man. We passing the LaQuisha era right now. You know what I'm saying? So we got to come better than LaQuisha. Louise is outdated, man. It's like the music industry, man. You got to keep up with the times.
This motherfucker. You not lying, though, because why they added so many Q's in a name? I don't understand what happened.
It was Louise, now it's LaQuisha.
There was the the creativeness of that, man. Shout out to my peoples though, man. I got a few loquacious in my life. Oh man, why he hit me with that? You know, I just saw some shit. I'm a sidetrack real quick, cause he got 5 more questions that he could answer to get these resources. But I saw something, and I swear I had to log off. Tradition is nothing but peer pressure from dead people.
Wow, that's deep.
That's crazy.
It's deep. Tradition. It's like they set the tone for people to follow. They ain't even here, and people still stressing how they gonna follow it.
That's crazy.
That is deep.
Ow. Why'd I hurt my left titty and I gotta go to the ER? Why? But anyways, let's go back into to this shit real quick. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
What sport would be the most funny to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to it? Do the people that's playing the sport have to drink it?
Yeah.
Boxing.
Hell nah. Yo, I'll be knocked the fuck out. I'll be
swinging at the ear, man. Falling, getting knocked out. Yeah, boxing.
Yo, we got a question from Chicago coming in. If you had an era that you chose to live in, 70s, 80s, or 90s, which one would it be?
I would probably choose the 90s.
Man, shout out to the 90s, man. Was you a teen in those days?
Yeah, I was a teen. 95, I was 16 years old.
So we was around the same time where we were like introduced to a lot of dumb shit. Like a lot of dumb shit. And the whole world was changing around us, man. I started watching this sitcom. I think it's his History Channel or some shit. Like what was saying about the 90s, and man, there was a lot of stuff going on, bro. There was
90s was wild, man.
There was from Jackie Gleason to like what's it, Nicole Smith, the one that married the old head. And then to even our own where we saw like NWA. You know, I really wasn't like watching the whole West Coast stuff, but a lot of the changes in demographics where it was people were capitalizing on making hip hop like the worst thing that happened to America at that time, because even I think Condoleezza Rice was trying to like cancel hip hop at one time.
Yeah.
Like, but anyways, yeah. Let me not take this opportunity away from my mans and them. But the 90s was heavy for us. What fictional character is amazing in their book or show or movie, but would be like annoying if you had to deal with them every day?
Spider-Man.
Well, why Spider-Man? Yo, that's that dad talk right there. Cause ain't nobody was popping on. Why Spider-Man so annoying?
Because he always shooting webs and climbing up and down on shit, man. Sit the fuck down somewhere.
Oh my God, let him rock, man. He just trying to get that rat head.
Yo, you say that's the dad talk. You think about it, man. Your kids dress up like Spider-Man all day and be jumping off of shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But then I'm Thanos. Because I don't give a fuck. And I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, bow. Hit him with the fucking, the time, whatever the fuck it's called. But I feel you, though. Oh, yo, what we got? 95. I was 14. So much not too. Yeah, yo, shout out to everybody for the 90s, man. Shout out to everybody that was from the 90s. Stop getting mad at the 90s kids. Stop. We good. Bossy V wants to know something. It's very, very something that I wanted to stay away from because I feel like you didn't want to get into that. But what's your input on today's era in music and fashion, being that there's a lot of trendsetters?
Well, the music, some of the music I actually like, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just, I commend the new era of hip hop because they just carrying the torch, and that's what they like. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock them because when Sugar Hill Gang was doing their thing and dressing the way they dressed and rapping the way they rap, we came in with our thing and changed it all up. So it's just music is just evolving. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I like what they doing, man. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty dope. I mean, a lot of them don't got talent, but hey, they doing something with. They doing something. It's working for 'em.
Yeah. So it's working for them. Big shout
Yeah,
out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Humphrey Bogard. We on his last two questions on the fast round. What would be the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse?
What the coolest animal to scale up to the size of a horse? Oh wow, man. The pit bull.
Why would the fuck? Hell
Uh,
to the nah. I'm not saying like, all pit bulls are crazy, but bruh. Hell to the nah. We got one more question, man. One more question. Fucking pit bull, bro. Big ass pit bull. Inuyasha doing this like 70s baby all day. Yo, I know how old you are. You can't tell me about the 70s. Like, stop. You can't do that. We was in there when Genesis first came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was in there with Nintendo. Like, I remember knowing. That's how I found out some of the hidden stuff in Mario. Like, you had to do the cartridge a little bit. Like, but anyway, one question, Humphrey. Like, you got some success in here, and I know that you're trying to push a little harder and trying to make things work. But what kind of advice would you give for the new artist that doesn't know what the hell to do? And even if they're not listening, what is something that you want to make sure that you say to them?
Well, I could just tell them like, in order to be in the music business, you can't just know the music. You got to know the business because it's called the music business. So learn the business. Learn the business part, man. Take your time, learn the business, listen to YouTube, Smart Rapper, whatever. Just listen to them and see what they got to offer you and just follow that and learn. Learn. Copyright your music. Make sure you do split sheets. Stay off of them YouTube beats. Learn who your producer is. Get acquainted with your producer. Get your producer agreements. You know what I'm saying? Mix and master your music and just don't quit. But if you can't do those things, man, you're gonna just you're setting yourself up for failure.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Humphrey Bogard. Yes. Don't worry, I'm going to email all you that. And if you got questions on anything that I send you, please let me know. And if anything, I'm going to send Rich. Because I'm no, when I give away some resources, I don't want to be a middleman. You feel me? Like, I want to make sure you guys are working, because I know it's a situation where I can't be responsible. You gotta be responsible for your own grind, So I know you're gonna take good care of those situations, And anything else that comes my way, I'm definitely going to make sure that you get it. So, all that. So, Humphrey, it's been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
It was love. You know what I mean? We talked about a lot. You know, they don't understand that we was living that life of either you was a hip hop artist or you was watching Power Rangers. They don't understand. That's the truth. They don't understand that shit. They don't understand. And then, I know Z100 was out there in Stanford. So, a lot of people don't understand either that, you had a little rock side to you. Right? Right? Yeah.
Wow.
I know one time you was like, you know that shit.
Absolutely, man. Universal. Music is universal, man.
Yes. Oh, shit, I should karaoke that shit one day. I'll win. But Humphrey, it's been a pleasure. And whenever you got something else popping off, man, is you know how it is, man. Just hit me up and
absolutely, man.
Yeah, don't be shy. Don't be on that dumb shit. Don't be on celebrity shit, because you're a celebrity.
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm just pushing, man. I'm just trying to get ahead, man. That's
heavy, though. You heavy, push it. Humphrey Bogard, everybody. Can I get a fucking mad emotes in the chat for your boy? This song right here was on our top 100 for 2022. And I definitely know that it's going to keep on moving. And shout out to the taxes, bro. I'm so proud of that. Yeah, I mean, people don't understand. Like, if you got to fucking file taxes off of your creation, then you know that that's a different ass thing right there. So, shout out to everybody listening. Humphrey, we'll talk soon, fam.
Yes, sir.
I think up the street, they trying to cut our block, man.
Who, man?
They trying to stop the cash, man.
Who?
Old money, man.
Man, who you talking about? Them Sherman Street?
Facts.
Man, we pulling up, man.
Niggas can't be cutting the block, man.
Man, I done told these, man.
Nah, this our block.
This is gonna give me my money, man.
Yo, put your hands where I can see them. See a man right there, you wanna be him? It's enough room in the mausoleum. Give me the dead presidents before you meet them. Come on. Niggas lost too much, that's how you treat them. All black Desi boy, that's how you greet them. To the wolves, we feed them, cause we don't need them. I'm from CT, boy, this how we bring them. My money. Yo, I don't take no shorts. I want all of mine, of course, so give me my money. I might ride by on your porch. Desert Eagle hovering your so give me my money. You need to pay the man what you owe. You not rocking with the amateurs, bro. So give me my money. This is how the story's gonna go. I want mine, I'm taking it, bro. So give me my money. Yo, them greenbacks, you need to off that. Come from clean off, homie, and we all strapped. When you see us coming dressed, they all black. We ain't come here to talk, forget the chitter chat. We don't play no games, not with the pity pat. Success is the aim, so let the semi clap. Life is a gamble, I guess I'm with the crap. So give me that, you see the Drake on my lap. Gets a standing ovation whenever it claps. Off the dollar in the dream, but next perhaps. I'ma keep spitting raps till my lungs collapse. Run everything, this is your final lap. Go against the grain, you gotta be insane. Love with my life in the fast lane. Being broke, I never felt that pain. I never derail, I'm on the money. Give me my money. Yo, I don't take no shorts. I want all of mine, of course, so give me my money. I might ride by on your porch. Desert Eagle hovering your so give me my money. You need to pay the man what you owe. You not rocking with the amateurs, bro. So give me my money. This is how the story's gonna go. I want mine, I'm taking it, bro. So give me my money.
All songs provided today have been asked for permission to play live on our stream via web. Live stream. Any content cannot be used without written consent from QSJ Radio.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to everybody who was in the building right now. Big shout out to Edwina in the building. We had a new follow today. Thank you so much. We had somebody ask for those islands. Thank you so much for those islands requests. Shout out to the 10-month subscription by Z Tropica Gaming. Karen was in the background. Thank you so much. Bossy V. Sleep, what up, family? How you doing? Cat Mama Jazz was in the building. Thank you so much for holding it down. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you guys so much. Especially for the laughter and the jokes. I saw Rook in the chat. Can I get a shout out for Rook? I did. The bar is shrinking. The bar is shrinking. What bar is shrinking? I don't even know what bar is shrinking. Shout out to Rook. Oh, it is 4,000? Oh, imagine. We've been talking about that shit for like 2 years. That shit is just gonna stay there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know why. She says, shout out to the Jamaican food at the corner store near me. She must be hungry. Shout out to being hungry. Hunger. Humphrey Bogard in the building. Thank you so much for coming on the show. If you guys didn't know, man, Humphrey is, has been connected to us via the No Sleep music group. Shout out to Sleep. He is a big friend of ours here. And, he doesn't get enough high fives and hugs and compensation for the shit that he do. So I really love that dude, and you already know. Yes, you already know. I wanted a pew. I wanted to, but I don't see my family in here. I don't know if they're sleeping or not. And I actually, I don't know. Maybe we should. You guys, do you think we should just keep going? No, I don't know. Well, I'll think about it here in a few minutes. But we are going to end the stream on the Facebook side and see if we're going to keep going here or not. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It be buzzing. Did you check Discord? I'm in the middle of something, but I guess I could just go over there. So thank you guys, everybody that was on Facebook. Humphrey, whenever the things are popping, let me know. And you should get an email within a week. If you do not, please, family, hit me up. Just hit me up, because I be doing a lot of shit. All right? And shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artist. Yes, if you guys didn't know, we do have a special guest coming on the show this Thursday. It's been promoted for a very long time already. And it's our Nashville people, man. They shout out to their PRs, man. Shout out to their PRs. Their PRs are ridiculous, and they're lovely. Mercedes, he's not coming on the air, so I'm sorry for that. I guess things happened over there, which is fine. It does happen. But Charlie Berry is coming on the show, and Charlie Berry is an artist from Nashville, Tennessee, currently pushing a song called It's Still Here, which we're going to play right now on the air. Excuse me. Let me make sure that we got it here for you guys. It's Still Here is a song that he's releasing, and we are going to play it right now.
Do you remember that sidewalk where me and you wrote our names in a heart? You remember that stop sign that I ran the night I wrecked my car? It feels like a million years, but it's still here. That rock and roll club where my first band used to play for free. That Texaco, they never even checked my fake ID. For skull cans and cheap beer, it's still here. It always hits me like a bullet when I cross that line. Swear it gets me going crazy, stepping back in time. Like nothing's changed. That's why